What the heck is going on in Toronto real estate right now? It is March the 6th and the February numbers came out and there's a lot of panic and chatter about what those numbers look like. Let's start first with the total transactions. It's no shock that we are down 27% year over year. In February, we had just over 4,000 transactions, sitting a little bit higher than it was in January, but it's still extremely low for this time of year. Now, for those of you who are shocked, surprised, really stressed out, don't be. February was a terrible weather month. Lots of storms, lots of crummy weather, and when we had those storms roll in, the truth is showings were basically non-existent. Didn't matter what you had on the market, showings went from some to none, and it went very, very quiet for a week at a time, and that was twice in the month of February. So no shock, the numbers are down. The reality is these tariffs are causing some stress. We can see it. Very, very few buyers out there looking for something right now. Only those that have to either downsize, or young couples that are getting married, or people who have been holding on to their properties and really just need more space right now. But there's not a lot of happy investing and transactions that are happening. And to be very, very honest with you, a lot of our own investors are sitting on the fences still waiting for the bottom here. The average selling price at the end of February was just sitting around $1,084,000. Now that number has come up from January because most of you watching this who follow real estate closely, you know, you've heard me say it. January is about sort of testing the market, trying to figure out where prices go. But by about February, we've well established where things will sit. Now, the reality is prices are still down from year over year, about 2.2%. That's not a huge shock to many of us who know the market has been sort of sliding slowly and stabilizing on a downward trend since last year. Now, there is a flood of new inventory. There's a flood of new listings. 12,000 plus new homes hit the market in February. That's a lot of homes, and the absorption rate is not really good. Things are sitting for 28 days plus. There is still inventory sitting, if you can believe it, in some neighborhoods since June, July, August, and the fall. And I hate to say it, but that's become a normalcy in our market. There's a lot of months of inventory sitting. If the price was right back in July or August or October or November, chances are right now in the month of February, with all of the pressure with the tariffs, that price needs to be tweaked and adjusted if you're going to sell your home right now. So for those of you who are willing to meet the market, there is still a chance for you to be successful. Patience is what's needed, a lot of skill when pricing properly, and making sure that you maintain the presentation of your home, that it's staged well, that it looks good, and that you still stay focused and don't panic. I had a friend of mine recently liken the situation to the pandemic, and I'm going to say my personal opinion is I don't think this is like the pandemic at all. We're not talking about a health scare here. We're talking about anxiety and stress and financial impact coming from our southern friends. I have to tell you, it gave me great joy to see a lot of those US bottles taken off the shelves at LCBO when I was shopping for a bottle of wine for a client. We have to stand together. We've got to buy local. We've got to be able to support our own economy here. I don't know about you, but some of my plans to the US this year have been put on hold, and that is okay. Let's support our own. Let's get through this, but let's, for real estate's sake, keep a level head. Again, I love to say this, I always mean it, no knee-jerk reactions. We don't want to have reactive measures, we don't want to panic, but we certainly want to make an effort when showing our homes and get the timing right. In each individual month, there's considerations for timing. You want to make sure your timing is just so when you're going to hit the market. The other message I've got for sellers, if you are hanging on and waiting to see where things go, you have to know that there might be some more market erosion, meaning prices may come down further. A lot of people are expecting a late spring market. I'm going to say here in some neighborhoods, we have not yet seen the bottom on prices. And it pains me to say that I've done evaluations in January and in February, and I've done them again this month for the same properties. And I have to tell you that in some neighborhoods, there has been significant give back since the news of the tariffs have come out, and that's become a reality. So if you are thinking about selling and you're still tentative or you're nervous, the reality is you need a real price right now, and you have to pick your best timing because your price could come down in the next couple of months before things start to stabilize. And by stabilize, I mean I hope these tariff things are put to an end and we can go on with our lives and get back to business in all fronts, in all sectors. As always, thanks for watching. And if you need specific information as it relates to your own investment portfolio or your physical property, please reach out to me directly and confidentially, and I would be happy to come and look at your home or assets or investments and give you a real picture on what the realities of what today's market are in your neighborhood.